if all of the Despicable Me villains were actually charged for their crimes. Vector doesn't seem very intimidating as a villain. That all changes when he steals the shrink ray from Gru.
No! Oh.
He does it mid-air as well. Not too shabby for an obnoxious villain. Vector gets back at Gru by firing the shrink ray at his ship.
Size?
While Gru and his minions survive, that's some dangerous shooting. Vector defends his home from Gru. While that may seem like his right, this scene is too much. All of those guns and missiles can't be necessary for warding off intruders. Vector has gone too far when taking the girls hostage. That seems a bit much for the moon. Then again, he is a villain and he loves himself some evil. Vector wastes no time going on the offensive against Gru. He launches missiles directly at him after refusing to hand over the girls. He is bold, we'll give him that. El Macho's early heist of a secret lab is a big crime. The film doesn't want us to know it's him yet. He still attracts a lot of attention, and for a good reason, with his grand larceny and destruction of property. Macho's history reveals plenty of crimes. This includes smashing through a building wall and then smashing a car. He then assaults the driver and steals the car. He's quite the villain. Macho reveals that he's been working with Dr. Nefario. This means he shares all of his crimes, and there's plenty. It's all part of being a villain.
It's time for me to make a spectacular return to evil.
Macho proposes his big return to villainy. He's hoping for a team up with Gru. He doesn't realise that he's confessed to his criminal conspiracy. How could any villain resist such a reveal though? Macho discovers that Lucy is working with Gru.
For instance, he never mentioned that you were both working for the Anti-Villain League.
Angered, he imprisons her for his villain scheme. Even Nefario realises this isn't going to end well. Macho goes the extra mile with cruelty. Strapping Lucy to that many explosives is overkill.
But now, you're gonna die.
Macho takes some of his serum to become a monster. This makes him a bigger threat to Gru. The purple-haired creature isn't afraid to show off his new strength. This results in a clear case of assault. Bratz begins his villain plan with a grand heist. This involves assaulting several soldiers. He chooses some non-lethal ways to immobilize the ship. Still, clever crimes are still crimes. Bratz manages to swipe the diamond. He even has time to give a victory dance for his efforts. He's having way too much fun for committing grand larceny. Bratz makes his escape with a Rubik's Cube smoke bomb. While clever and colourful, he still assaults plenty of soldiers with this stunt. As if stealing the diamond wasn't enough, Bratz steals an entire naval vessel. It's impressive that he does this with bubblegum. Impressive, but still a crime.
Hello, Gru.
Brat meets Gru and immediately draws a gun. Several different guns. It's uncertain what they do, but it can't be good.
Gru! Did you actually think I was unconscious? It's called acting, poser.
Okay, so we do know what this weapon does. It's forceful enough to rip off Gru's clothes. It also has a pretty good sound. Brat goes after the diamond again. He immobilizes the guards and makes off with the diamond. It's not his usual 80s style, but it gets the crime done. Brat finds Gru and Drew infiltrating his base. Naturally, he points another elaborate gun into their faces. This guy really loves his nifty weapons.
Change of plans, girls. Instead of going home, eyebrows, ow.
We're going to Hollywood!
Brat pulls off a lot of crimes here. He impersonates Lucy, steals back the diamond, steals a jet, and kidnaps the 3 girls. He's undoubtedly the toughest villain Gru has ever faced. This giant Brat robot is terrifying. It's even worse when it can shoot entrapping bubblegum and actual lasers. This is a big terrorist attack in more ways than one. Brat's dolls managed to down the rocket car of Drew and Gru. That's a case of both aircraft disruption and attempted murder. Brat's last attempt to kill Gru comes in the form of a dance fight. While it looks silly, it still counts as assault and attempted murder, despite being a musically based battle.